The country has seen several restrictions since the inception of COVID-19 in March 2020. By August 2020, the country's case count had reduced drastically, thus creating a sense of safety for things to return to normal. The floodgate was open for people to organize their indefinitely postponed weddings and funerals, ceremonies that happen to form a major part of people's weekend lifestyle in this part of the world. Unfortunately, the sharp increase in the country's COVID cases and deaths between December 2020 and January 2021 compelled the president to reintroduce a ban on weddings and funerals in his 23rd COVID address. The announcement left many who were yet to implement their plans in a state of confusion. On Tuesday, February 2nd, Minister for Information Kojo Oppong-Nkrumah, through a presser, brought some clarity to people's thoughts.
The president did not say that marriages are banned. The president didn't say that. What the president has said is that what we call in Ghana the wedding, the full-blown wedding where you have a big party with reception and people dancing and people eating, sitting at reception tables, etc. That is what has been banned.
This obviously came as a partial relief to many couples, as this meant they could still have their marriages blessed in church. Although this was not the original plan, Mr. and Mrs. Agovi decided to take advantage of the opportunity to bless their marriage at the Pentecost Church in Nima on Saturday, 13th March 2021. The couple spoke to Citi News after the 2-hour ceremony.
Actually, the actual plan of this wedding has been affected. But then we thought it wise not to probably postpone or maybe reschedule it. So we realized the most important thing is to have God bless the marriage, the family accept it, and then we move forward. If there is anything, we can organize some party or something, call friends, and then we enjoy. Fortunately, we hadn't gone that much deep into the preparation when it came. And that was why we had an option to either postpone or go ahead with it. So we were not much affected.
Today is my day. I'm happy to be with my husband. And then I thank God. Even corona or no corona, we thank God.
It is not all gloomy for the churches, but what about the event centers? A visit to Wanshi Gardens and Asylum Down on Friday saw a locked-up premises with weeds already taking over the place. The situation at a red carpet event in East Legon wasn't much of a difference. We needed to hear from the horse's own mouth the impact of the ban on the event planning business, so we went to the Aviation Social Center where we were engaged by the manager, Abigail Sapo.
Things were picking up. In fact, coming into Christmas, we started getting a few more bookings into the new year. And then, so we all said, 2021, things were looking up. So we started getting our bookings again. We started taking deposits again, not knowing that there was going to be another ban. We've done some refunds this month and last month again. I mean, this is us not really making a lot of money. And yet, just when things were picking up, things had to be reversed again. So it's been terrible. It's been terrible for us.
Are people considering the option of just going to sign their marriages at the Accra Metropolitan Marriage Registry? An interview with the Public Relations Officer, Gilbert Ankara, reveals that the patronage hasn't increased much.
Before COVID, on the average, the Assembly normally undertakes between 40 to 45 a week. So we have something around maybe 621 on the average per what we have before the COVID setting. But now, during COVID, let me say from March to December 2020, what we did on the average within the month, it's something around 499 is what we did within that time.
The directive on funerals also gave room for people to organize burial services without the after party, which usually follows right after. An observation of the burial service organized at the Methodist Church Bethel Society in Anya saw a sizable number of attendees. The minister in charge of the church, Reverend Mrs. Sophia Sean, said this was the church's first burial service since the latest ban. She reiterated the importance of complying with the president's directive.
This is the first time we are having this burial service, and in fact it's not our own a member's husband, but the distance is far, and therefore they asked us that they use these premises to do the burial service. As for death, nobody can stop death. It's a natural thing. It's unforeseeable something, and therefore when it occurs, there's nothing one can do. But of course, we also need to take precautions, as the president has said, and therefore it is in order that for us to protect ourselves from the disease, because you don't know the people who are coming, you don't know who has it, and therefore it is good that we all observe those protocols so that we'll be safe.